Hey everyone, it's Leanne. It is a beautiful evening here in Hayward, California. It was in the 90s today, I think. I think it was like 100 degrees everywhere else, but it was in the 90s here in the East Bay. And it's just a beautiful, cool evening. And I was just listening to the audible version of Psycho-Cybernetics. And in listening to chapter 3, and I'm somewhere in the middle there of chapter 3, I don't know exactly where, it's hard to tell with an audio book as compared to an actual physical book, but Maxwell Maltz is talking about the difference between actual reality and imagined reality. And what's very interesting is that our subconscious cannot distinguish between one or the other, right? So we go through something or we imagine going through something, our subconscious does not know the difference. So he gives different examples of athletes using this, golfers especially, practicing in their head, or guys who play basketball practicing shots in their head and improving their skills in that way. They actually did a scientific study of a group of basketball players. They had 25 who practiced daily, 25 who didn't do anything, and 25 who practiced only in their heads. The ones who practiced physically improved their game by I think 25%. And I think that first 25 I said was bogus. I was thinking 25. It's a group, whatever group they needed to make it scientific. But the first group who actually practiced every day, physically practiced, improved their game 25%. The group who practiced in their head improved their game 23%, and the group who didn't practice at all didn't improve their game at all. So very interesting, and he gives several examples of this in horseback riding and in Olympic events and everything else. And it got me thinking. Because I just recently listened to an audio from the Inner Circle by Vick strizheus. And if you don't know Vick, he's a guy he's been online for a few years. And he got into Empower Network, and in his first month being active in Empower Network, he made over $700,000. And I think he actually in the first 2 months made over $1 million, and now he's making roundabouts, between $300,000 and $400,000 a month with the Empower Network product. And so I was listening to this audio by him from the Inner Circle. If you haven't listened to it yet, you should. And he was talking about what it takes to succeed, what it takes to make it. And a lot of people don't realize this, and I know I've said this before, it's not the technical things that help you succeed. Yeah, you do kind of need some technical stuff, but it's the mindset and the shift and the growth that you have. And so what did he say? You've got to read every day, you've got to listen to empowering audios, and you've got to blog every day, right? And you've got to be all in if you want to make money. If you're doing this for something else, then it doesn't matter. But if you want to make money, you go all in. Anyway, Vick talks about what to do every day other than those things, which is, he says, to write down your goal, to really see it clearly in your head. Okay, same as Maxwell Maltz is saying, see it clearly in your head and read it over, 2 times a day at least. 2 times a day, read your vision for how you want things to be, twice a day. And it's like practice, right? And Maxwell Maltz says one imagined experience is good, but repeated practice is even better. And in fact, this is what Napoleon Hill says in Think and Grow Rich, right? What's the secret is know where you're going, right? Have your goal and read it every single day. And so if Maxwell Maltz says this in Psycho-Cybernetics, which is a book that has positively affected thousands of people, if Napoleon Hill says this, and if a dude that makes over $300,000 a month helping other people can do this and says to do it, then you think maybe there's something to it. and what's funny is that in the 15K formula here in Empower Network, the first video is Dave Wood walking you through how to set this vision, how to get this very clear image in your head of where you're going. And what does it do? It allows your subconscious to do the work of getting there. And I found that video very powerful. And now, reading this book and hearing Vick and having read Think and Grow Rich in the past, I'm starting to see why it's so powerful. And so I have a challenge for you. And it's a challenge for myself as well, because believe it or not, I haven't done this. And so here's the challenge. Today, after you watch this video, or in the next 24 hours, take out a piece of paper and write down your vision, your goal, how you want things to be. Get really clear on it. And I'm even thinking back to my time 4 years ago when I first started online. And I remember one of the leaders in the company I was in at the time actually saying to do that. He said, you know, think of your goal, if it's to buy a house or something, or, you know, whatever the reason is for your family that you're doing what you're doing, and really see everything. See the, you know, see your kitchen, see the, the granite countertop, see the white chairs, see the detail in everything, right? And so here's my challenge. Write that down for yourself. Whatever the reason is that you're here online, whatever the reason is, whatever your goals are in life in general, see them very, very clearly and take time to write them down, to describe them, so that you can read and see it as you read. Just like a great book that describes everything, the way things smell, the way things feel, the way things taste, the way things look. What else is there? Just describe all the senses that you can describe, your feelings inside, and then read it every day, twice a day, for the next 30 days. All right, we'll do 30 days. So that's the challenge, all right? So if you're up for it, leave a comment here or shoot me an email back if I emailed you this, and let me know that you're taking me up on the challenge. You're gonna write this in the next 24 hours, and then you're gonna read it twice a day, every day, and let's see what happens. And just remember to be very, very specific. Have it so clear and so detailed and so descriptive that you can see it, feel it, hear it, taste it, whatever it is. It seems as if it's real, because again, your subconscious is not going to know the difference, and it's going to work to help you get there. So thanks very much for listening today. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.